Kia ora koutou. Ko Angela Caves toka wingwa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Bay of Plenty Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name is Angela Caves and I'm the Partnership and Events Lead with Digital Boost. It is my pleasure to be hosting you all this afternoon. Welcome to our audience who have joined us here in the webinar, and a warm welcome to anybody who might be viewing via a live stream on either Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube today. Thank you so much for tuning in to hear about the breadth of support that is available to the Bay of Plenty business community. On the webinar this afternoon with me, I have my co-hosts from our collaborating partners at Connected. We've got Gino joining us, who's an Employment Liaison Advisor for Connected. Gino is going to run us through some webinar housekeeping and then introduce our guest presenters. Thanks, Gino.
Kia ora, Ange. Tēnā koutou katoa. Ko Gino taku ingoa. As mentioned, just some housekeeping. We've got, hopefully you can hear and see us today, which is perfect. To interact with us, you can use the chat function or the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen there. Our sessions are being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube on a playlist through the Digital Boost channel for post-viewing. All registered attendees will be provided a link to this via an email. Cool as. So now it's my pleasure to introduce you guys to Melissa. Sorry. At RotoruaNZ with their presentation. So over to you guys.
Kia ora, everybody. I'm Melissa, Destination Manager for RotoruaNZ.
Kia ora, guys. I'm Justin, the Acting Head of Investment and Development here at RotoruaNZ. Cool. We'll just share our screen and crack into it.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. I'll let you know when that comes up. Perfect. Looking good.
Nice one. Well, RotoruaNZ is has a combination of functions, and we cover economic development for the Rotorua region, also a regional tourism organisation, and the eyesight or information centre. So our relationship is that we are a council controlled organisation. We essentially have a signed statement of intent about what and how we deliver or on behalf of the Rotorua Lakes Council. We have a fairly large team of people across the different functions of the company, which includes 2 locations with our visitor information centres, one located on Fenton Street in Rotorua and the other one at the Redwood Forest. Including a large marketing team and economic development. And in 2022, we were also carbon zero certified. So obviously, very focused on making sure that we're supporting our community and showing leadership in the environmental space. In terms of who we are and what our purpose is for Rotorua, we're really here to showcase and highlight our key strengths and then unlock potential based on those core strengths. And then also around being able to look at our community and balance those social, environment, economic and wellness benefits to lift the overall, wealth and prosperity of our community. And along with this is about putting a visitor lens across our region as well in terms of providing a visitor experience that is world-class for both of our domestic or our New Zealand visitors as well as our international.
Yeah, and jumping into some of our core activities that really help drive our strategic objectives. There are 4 main ones that underpin it, and today we're going to discuss through those first 3 on the list. We think that those are the most relevant in terms of supporting businesses and helping drive growth. So that's around developing and promotion of the destination, business development, and attracting investment. And we do have a 4th one there as part of our core activities, and that's something around driving specific large projects that we've termed to be placemaking, using council land assets, which will benefit Rotorua. I won't talk too much about that today. That's something that's run almost separately, and is a more of a long-term type initiative. But we'll jump into some of the specific activities in terms of how we can help. As an organisation, we are a relatively small team, but we have quite a wide mandate, and there are lots of different ways in which we do support the business community, and also Rotorua Inc. From a driving visitation and broader economic benefit as well. So we're going to tag team this next section a little bit in terms of what some of those specific initiatives are, and some of them are higher level than others, and others are more specific, tangible things that we can help you as a business to grow and develop. So I'll pass over to Liz to talk about the first one there.
So part of my remit in terms of destination management is really putting a visitor lens across 13 different strategic directions. However, I do have a long history working in the visitor economy, so I know how our organisation can work from owning and operating my own tourism business right through to the benefits of being able to market our destination. So, for example, one of the roles of our organisation is to market Rotorua to the rest of New Zealand and also to the world, attracting visitors to come here. We do have specific target markets that we work within, and within that ongoing activity and plans throughout the year that are able to support our business community. And so, for example, on the RotoruaNZ.com website, if you own a hotel or a bed and breakfast, a restaurant, a retail store, a visitor attraction or activity, one of the free benefits that we're able to offer is listings on our website. And then in the back end of that as well, we then have ongoing marketing. So, for example, like if the school holidays were coming up and we had a campaign targeting Aucklanders to come to Rotorua, we may select some of those products that are listed on our website to then be brought up and then shared out through the social media channels, through the marketing channels, through press releases, any of those different marketing channels that essentially may be a hook for a visitor to come to Rotorua. That is all funded, so it is a massive free benefit in terms of being able to access that as a resource. Apart from the general sort of domestic or consumer marketing, we also have a very strong international sales manager who does travel overseas a couple of times a year to various markets. This year we'll be covering up Australia, India, USA, and a couple of key parts of Europe. And in terms of that as well, she will take new product or new offerings to those markets and train travel agents and tour companies on what Rotorua has to offer. So that again as well, you can sort of view Lou is her name as part or an extension of your sales team. And amongst that as well as we also have a very strong focus on attracting social media influencers, and we bring them to Rotorua and host them, and in turn that then also generates essentially free advertising through their own networks and channels. So for example, if we have a social media influence that is really strongly aligned to food and beverage, we can showcase Rotorua's food and beverage offerings to them, and then in turn they showcase that to their audiences or their niche markets. My apologies, I'm not going through this in order either, which doesn't help. If I jump back up to Destination Insights, we're really lucky that we have Justin, who helps provide clarity to all the statistics and data for the visitor economy, right down to being able to look forward into the future of Rotorua and see how busy we might be. So for example, if you're a restaurant or a cafe wanting to know how you should be staffing your business this coming weekend, you could actually look into our forward-looking accommodation data dashboard, and you could see that Rotorua potentially would be sitting at 90% occupancy, and you might have a good chance of then understanding that the Rotorua is going to be busy because all the accommodation in town is full, and your restaurant will need to staff accordingly for that. So very practical application in terms of the information that's available.
This organisation try to take an approach to data and insights around opening things up and providing more of a self-service type approach where businesses or individuals or investors can go on and take the data that they need. So as Melissa has alluded to, we do have a whole lot of information on especially the tourism economy and more. And there are even things in there like we've just added recently, calculators, so you can calculate market share if you operate in certain types of industries. So you can say, oh, I had 100 people visit this day, which says, that's 5% of the visitation that came to that day, which helps you to benchmark and plan and figure out where you sit in terms of that competitive set. So our RotoruaNZ website is the best port of call for that. We'll talk a bit more about that, but if you go to our website, do business and insights and intelligence, there's a whole bunch of information on there. We're always very keen to get feedback on that. So if you do have a chance to check it out, please let us know what improvements we could be making, because we're always trying to learn and grow on that as well. So sorry, I'll hand it back to Melissa.
It's good. I talked to a number of operations managers around in Rotorua, and they look forward to the forward accommodation data being updated every Friday and delivered into their inbox. And for their operational planning and staffing, it's really beneficial to making those decisions for their businesses. Just moving on to another part of our team is business events. We have a really strong sales team headed up by Vanessa Wallace, and they go out and look for conferences and events to bring to Rotorua. And that includes, once more again, you could really look and view to them as being an extension of your own sales team. As long as you have a product or a service that is suited to the conference market, then they are more than happy to include your business information into their proposals that go directly to those decision makers. One of the other elements that we provide support on is around new tourism product development, and that's really focused on being able to support with that, the data and insights, a little bit around the key markets for Rotorua as well, and just really sounding boards within the office about what avenues are available to a new tourism business coming online, and how they can utilise our team to be able to give them the best start at what they're doing. In terms of our visitor information, which is the iSight networks, this is a nationwide network, and Rotorua is one of the largest visitor information centres in New Zealand. And they provide everything from booking coach tickets to itinerary planning to also providing a sales channel. So, for example, if you own Skylines, or if you, for example, with Skyline Skyrides, you could have your brochure in the information centre. You could provide them with a price list. Our visitor information centre staff could ring and make reservations on behalf of visitors that are coming in. So that is also free of charge, except for the commission component, which is 10%. But also a really great way of being able to generate extra business for local businesses in Rotorua. We also have a very strong education network. This has been around for about 25 years and is very successful. On a really busy year, we can be hosting about 25,000 New Zealand domestic students through Rotorua, and we have a team of people that bring together itineraries that are education focused and then book them into accommodation, food, beverage, and educational touring around the Rotorua region. And that includes sports groups as well. So that's really been a very long-term game in terms of ensuring that we're getting those kids in their teenage years or their formative years. They come with their school group, they come for an educational, they have a good time with all of their peers. And then hopefully when, they're later on in their early 20s, they may come back with their, their partner. Then when they're older again, come back with their family. So it's about building that long-term generational repeat visit for Rotorua. The other great thing about education groups is they travel midweek and they travel outside of the school holidays. So it really also helps build out the seasonality for Rotorua as well. And then finally, for me, the destination management plan has got 13 strategic activities that need to take place. And this is anything and everything from wayfinding within the city, customer experience and journeys, ensuring we have quality accommodation. That's a 10-year plan that we have commenced rolling out. So there's a lot of wealth and knowledge in our office. And so I think, if there's anybody in here that is interested in tourism or the visitor economy, then there's definitely lots of opportunities to leverage off a working relationship with our team.
And just jumping into that next core activity is around business development, and this is one that is really important, obviously, for the growth of Rotorua as a place, and from an economic point of view in terms of all the flow-on effects of new jobs and improved social outcomes and all of that good stuff. So that's something that we're really excited to talk to new businesses or people considering new opportunities in Rotorua. So that's something that we're always very welcome and have very much an open door if anyone has any ideas or wants to chat through anything. In terms of some of the specific things that we do support, their number one on the list is around helping unlock development opportunities, and this is something that we do very closely with our partners at council in terms of the identification of different land types, or helping go through plan changes and things like that to unlock different pieces of land. For example, we might be looking at a piece of industrial land that needs support and needs connection to be unlocked, and that's something that we're very keen to have those discussions around. Might be around identifying different strategic pieces of land, which ties into another one of our core activities, which is looking at key areas in the city that aligning with council's long-term plans and future development strategies and the like, to ensure that we're building properties and industrial land in the right places. Next on that list is around helping expand businesses and relocation, and even identifying new industries. So that's again, we're very happy to have those discussions in terms of the businesses are looking at moving from somewhere like in Auckland to Rotorua, which is a lower cost centre here. We're more than happy to have those discussions, and through the relationships in the office and who we know, we're aware of different businesses who have, or property owners that have opportunities or are looking for new partners or lease type arrangements. So again, that's something that we're really happy to help out with. We've already talked about some of the market insights from the tourism side, but we also have quite a bit of information on the economic side. We share all the subscribe to the metrics information that has all your high level economic information and data around jobs and GDP and businesses and all that type of thing. So that's all on our website, as well as various other different market insights looking at key sectors and the like. And tying into that is our business pulse survey, which we got up and running at the start of last year, and that really is a Rotorua specific business confidence survey. And we have around 80 odd businesses that have completed that the last couple of surveys, and we're keen to get that going. So again, if you're a Rotorua business, we're really keen to hear from you and hear how you're going and what your outlook is looking like. So that's been a really valuable
resource for us. And again, on our website, you can download previous business pulse surveys and also sign up for the next one if you're in a place to be considering that. Connecting and facilitating is a really important role for us. That's something that, we do have, as Melissa's alluded to, we do have a lot of knowledge and insight around Rotorua in specific areas and sectors, and we have our ear close to the ground in terms of different opportunities that are circulating around. So that is certainly something that we are very willing to connect you with the right people. And there are significant opportunities in Rotorua with some of our key industries such as tourism, forestry, agriculture, manufacturing, and various other different things that sort of exist around that. And obviously the Māori economy is quite a big one in Rotorua, and that's something that we have some really strong relationships in as well. That all ties into your advocacy and lobbying support. So, with all that knowledge and insights comes an understanding of where we need to change from a policy point of view, whether that be at a local government level or at a central government level. And that's something that we're trying to do more of in terms of actually connecting up with some of the key ministers and key central government players in terms of actually ensuring that the needs of Rotorua as a business community are being relayed to the people that are making the key decisions at the top. So that's a few different business development activities that we assist with. And also on that attracting investment side, being completely upfront, we're not an investor ourselves. We don't invest specifically in business or those types of opportunities. But what we can do and do is help connect businesses or people looking to develop new products, or just exploring different options or developing land. It's connecting you with the right funding partners. There are quite a few different funding partners out there, and it's just about aligning with the right ones, and we can certainly help out with that. Again, your market and industry intelligence, so there's a whole bunch of information that we can share on the ground that may assist you in terms of helping raise funds or connecting with the right people. We've got some collateral around key sectors and advocating for investment in those spaces, and very much specific sector support. So we're doing quite a bit in the forestry space at the moment and tourism as well. So we do align with council's economic development strategy in that space. So, and then there are sort of special projects. There's a bit of a catch-all there where if you have an idea and you're looking for to have a chat with someone about it, we are at RotoruaNZ are very happy and pleased when we can have those discussions in terms of from anything around starting a new business or to some wild scheme that you're thinking of. That's what we're here for, to support and have those discussions. And then just lastly, have done a bit of assistance with business case and feasibility, which all ties into the other information we help with as well. So in terms of finding out more, there's a few different avenues that you can go down. Our website is the best one to start with, to be honest. There's a lot of really good information on there, lots of insights, as we've alluded to, but also a bunch of case studies, stories, listings, all our annual reports, pulse surveys, all of that type of thing is all on the website. So that's certainly something that you should check out if you're interested in that. There's newsletters that you can sign up to. We've got a weekly one that goes out to the visitor industry, and then we have a bi-monthly one that's more specific for the business economic development community. So those are really useful to understand what we're working on. Or you can email us directly, and you can see our email addresses there. And again, we're very happy to have those discussions and connect you with the right people. And so any questions at all, feel free to reach out or check out our website. Anything else to add?
No, nothing else to add.
So yeah, that's us, and feel free to ask any questions if you have.
Awesome. Hey, ngā mihi, Justin and Melissa. Appreciate your kōrero today. we've got a few questions that have come through, so I'm going to fire through to you guys. What's the best way to find out more about RotoruaNZ, and how can they help me out?
Probably the best option there would be either just pick up mine or Justin's emails, but definitely the website is a good starting point, especially if there's under the do business is just the best one to sort of then figure out, you know, it'll come through to a catch-all and it'll get filtered out to the right department essentially.
Right. What information do you have that new businesses can use to help get started?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've got a whole bunch of information on the website around, you know, if you're a business trying to set up here, just in terms of some of the advantages of choosing Rotorua over another area. There's a whole bunch of information on there in terms of helping you size up the market and seeing what the population base is and what some of the key industries are. You know, there's specific tools for, you know, the tourism business that can help understand the size of the market and exactly what the opportunity is. But probably what's best is to just come and have a chat, I think would be, you know, in terms of actually figuring out on the ground information, talking to the right person here would be the best way to move that forward.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. What is your number one reason for businesses or people to move to Rotorua?
There's a number of advantages to move to Rotorua. I personally moved about a year and a half ago from Auckland and certainly haven't looked back in terms of the lifestyle. You know, there's amazing access to nature and activities, you know, through your forests and lakes. And the geothermal is all really special. It's all very conveniently located and very easy to just bike around and get anywhere quickly. From a business point of view, there's lots of opportunities in terms of being connected into key logistical hubs. So Tauranga is just up the road with the port, which has 42% of New Zealand's imports and exports. You've got Taupō just down the road, and Hamilton's only just over an hour away as well. And from an Auckland point of view, it's all very with the new motorways and things like that. It's 3 hours now to get up there, so it's really well connected, and but it's an awesome place to live. You've got you know, house prices are a whole lot lower, staffing costs are lower. You've got toyo homai, so you've got a workforce on your doorstep, that a skilled workforce that can be trained. And yeah, it's from my perspective, and you know, in terms of some of the growth that we have seen, it seems as though there's a whole bunch of businesses that have seen the same as well. And you know, there's a whole lot of opportunity and potential down here in terms of, you know, industry growth. So yeah, we're certainly excited about it. Anything else to add to this?
Oh no, I moved here like 25 years ago, so awesome.
Cool, Les. Appreciate your kōrero both from you today. I look forward to working with RotoruaNZ closer through Connected and through MSD to opportunities ahead this year. And thank you to the collabs we've had in the past, Melissa. It's been cool. So yeah, thank you again for being with us today. Back to you, Ange.
Thanks, Gino. Yeah, if I can add my thanks to Gino's as well. Thanks for joining us, Justin and Melissa. You've almost converted me. Look, I might have to make the move from being a one-eyed Cantabrian up to the beautiful Rotorua. So
Nice.
no, I'll consider it. We'll see how we go.
I don't know. I'm from Nelson, Angela. You can make a north move. It's good.
I don't know about that. I've heard the weather's not been that great up there, and I've had a beautiful summer here in Christchurch. It might take a little bit more convincing, but it does sound like you guys are doing wonderful work up there. And thank you so much for joining us and sharing all the mahi that you are doing. We really appreciate you showcasing that throughout the conference, and hopefully our businesses listening in have been able to get some good takeaways, and you'll be hearing from them, I hope.
Lovely. Thanks, team. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Just for our team still tuned in, if you do need to connect into RotoruaNZ or any of the other participating organisations throughout the conference, the Connected team is there to help you. They are in 3 locations across the bay on screen now, so take the details away if you need them. I am conscious that we are at time, so Digital Boost will be presenting tomorrow afternoon. If you'd like to hear more about us, you can join me at 3:15 tomorrow. Other than that, we've got Māori Women's Development up to round out 2 of our conference. They will be out shortly at 3:15, so if you'd like to join us then, we'd love to host you. Other than that, I do wish you a wonderful afternoon. Thanks again.
Thank you.